All right, welcome to Sport Tour on Enterprise TV, where sport news from the four corners of the world are delivered at its best. If you are joining us for the first time, please do well to follow us across all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. My name is John Olashkomi. Join me and let's ride together. Here are the highlights, starting with local football. A Super Eagles sleep in latest FIFA ranking amid World Cup qualification struggles. Super Eagles striker Victor James Osimhen out of Galatasaray squad for Frankfurt clash. Super Falcons legend Onomebi retires from football. Rivers United off to Congo for FC Lille English clash. In foreign football, Hurricane stars as Chelsea thrashed Bayern, Liverpool hold off Atletico de Madrid. In other sports, Ezekiel Nathaniel ends Nigeria's 38-year wait for men's 400-meter hurdles final. Now let's feed it with the details, starting with local football. Nigeria's national football team, the Super Eagles, have dropped one spot to 45th in the latest FIFA World Ranking, reflecting ongoing struggles in their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification campaign. The three-time African champions now face the serious prospect of missing out on a second World Cup appearance in 8 years, following a disappointing run of results in Group C of the African qualifiers. Earlier this month, Nigeria managed a narrow 1-0 win over Rwanda and secured a 1-0 draw away to South Africa. However, those results were not enough to improve their standing in the group or in the global rankings. Currently third in their group with 11 points from 8 matches, Nigeria trails group leader South Africa by 6 points, with only the top team from each group aiming automatic qualification to the 2026 tournaments in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The Super Eagles' path to the World Cup is now perilously narrow. To keep their qualification hopes alive, Nigeria must win their final 2 group fixtures away to Lesotho and at home against second-place Benin Republic, scheduled for next month, October. Away from the camp of the Super Eagles, let's move straight to Turkey. In the camp of the Galatasaray, Nigeria international Victor James Osimhen is not included in Galatasaray 23-man squad to face Frankfurt in the Champions League. Frankfurt will host Galatasaray on the Champions League on Thursday evening, 18 September 2025. However, Osimhen will not take part in the encounter as he is yet to recover fully from injury. The Super Eagles attacker had picked up an ankle ligament injury against Rwanda in the World Cup qualifier earlier this month. I beg your pardon. The squad includes the likes of Leroy Sané, Mauro Icardi, Gabriel Sara, and Yunus. Away from Turkey, let's go straight to the camp of the Super Falcons. Former Super Falcons captain Onomebi has announced a retirement from professional football. The 43-year-old career spanned more than 2 decades. The centre-back began a career with Omidiano Babes in 2001, where she played for 7 years. Ebi also turned out for Bayern Queens before moving to Swedish club Piteå. She is the Super Falcons' most capped player with 109 appearances. Oname won the Women's African Cup of Nations 4 times, 2010, 2014, 2016, and 2018. The defender is also the only African footballer to have featured in 6 FIFA Women's World Cup tournaments. Away from the camp of the Super Falcons, let's go straight to NPFL. Rivers United will depart for DR Congo on Thursday, today, 18 September 2025, for the first leg of their CAF Champions League preliminary round clash against FC Lille English du Congo. The players and officials will leave for Kinshasa via the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, aboard an Ethiopia airline. The contingent arrived Lagos on Wednesday from Port Harcourt to connect a direct flight to their destination. The encounter is billed for the Stade de Matthias Kinshasa on Saturday, 20th September. Rivers United last played in the Champions League in 2023. They crashed out in the second round of the competition. Away from local football, let's move straight to foreign football. In the UEFA Champions League, Hurricane scored twice as Bayern Munich beat Chelsea 3-1 at home in their Champions League opener on Wednesday, 17 September 2025. Michael Olise pressured Trevor Chalobah into an own goal with 20 minutes gone before Hurricane won and converted a penalty 7 minutes later. Cole Palmer finished off a superb team counter-attack just 2 minutes later to bring Chelsea back into the game. But Hurricane stepped up again midway through the second half to wrestle control back Bayern's way. In Anfield, Liverpool required a late Virgil van Dijk header to edge Atletico de Madrid 3-2. The Premier League champions had raced into a 2-goal lead through Andy Robertson and Mohamed Salah. However, Atletico fought back to level the match with Marcos Llorente scoring twice. In France, reigning champions Paris Saint-Germain trashed Atalanta 4-0. In earlier fixtures, debutant Pafol and Bodo Glimt both drew, while Marcus Thuram's brace secured a 2-0 victory for Inter Milan at Ajax. Away from foreign football, let's move straight to other sports. In athletics, Ezekiel Nathaniel ended Nigeria's 38-year wait for a place in the final of men's 400-meter hurdles event at the World Athletics Championships after winning it too and qualifying with the fastest time on Wednesday. The Nigerian to do so was Henry Amike in 1987 in Italy, where he eventually finished 6th in 48.63 seconds. Nathaniel, Nigeria's current record holder in the event, finished in 47.47 seconds ahead of Qatar's Ismail Abaka, who set a personal best of 47.61 seconds, and USA's Caleb Dean in 47.85 seconds. Although running from a challenging lane 8, Nathaniel was resilient and held his own to win the race, and with the performance, may now have a podium finish in the final that has top contenders like Brazil's Alison dos Santos, Norwegian Karsten Warholm, and USA's Rai Benjamin. That is how much I can take on Sports Hour on Enterprise TV 7. Endeavor to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified of all alerts. Follow us across our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. Like, share, and engage on our content. Visit our website at www.enterprisetvnews.com for all the news you can use, the inclusives, and the live updates. My name remains John Olasukomi. See you next time.